Today we are going to make clay self-portraits. You're going to start by removing anything from your wrist or your hands. Grab a strip of paper and write your name and your day of the week. That will be your name tag, so I know whose is whose. Then you will be getting your big slab of clay. The first thing you're going to want to do is take the square template and the needle tool and slice. That'll act as your knife. Careful, that needle tool is sharp. Now we're ready to add some texture to the square piece. The square piece is going to be the background for our portrait. There are stampers, there are rollers, there are big old blob things that can add some texture. Whichever you like best, just roll it on there. I'm going to put that off to the side. I'm going to use my picture and I'm going to start by making my head shape. I just kind of draw it on there and then slice it out. I'm going to flatten it just a little bit and I'm going to use the slip to smooth the edges. Now I want to do my neck and then down my shoulders. Slice that out. Flatten it a little with the palm of your hand. Use your fingertip in the slip to smooth out the edges. Now I'm going to take a popsicle stick and almost make like a frame. I lie it down, I press a little. Don't slice it, just press very lightly. And I smooth my edges. You don't have to. I just thought I wanted that nice smooth edge that was different from my background. I have it just as thick as the popsicle stick. Now I'm going to start to place my portrait on there. In order for the clay to stick together, you need to scratch, or what we call scoring. Think of a sport, it's good to score. And you're going to scratch those pieces. You have to scratch both pieces you're adding. Then you're going to take this slip. It acts like glue. It's like a watery clay almost. And then you wiggle it in place. Crisp up that edge again. I lost it. Now I'm ready to add my head. I let it overlap just a little bit. Look, my head was a little big, so I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. Oop, you know what? I'm just going to chomp some of this off. Yeah, there we go. Shorten it up a little. Make a little bit more space. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Score, score, score. Both pieces. I just add lots of little hair dudes. And add your slip and wiggle it in place. Now I'm ready to start adding my face. Once I smooth out my edges. So I'm going to use that extra clay and I'm going to start with my eyeballs. Remember, your eyeballs are in the center of your head and they are like oval pieces. Now this part gets tricky because you're working with things that are super duper small. You're going to roll it in the palm of your hand. And I kind of make a ball and then just kind of flatten it out into an egg shape. And don't forget, you need 2 eyeballs. 1, 2. Try to make sure they're about the same size. Find the middle. Scratch, scratch, scratch. I just did like teeny tiny little scratches. It looks a little creepy. I know, it's fine. Just making sure I have my stuff on. Add your dot of slip, like teeny tiny bit, and then wiggle it in place. Now I'll need to add my iris, which is that color part of your eyeball. And these are just really, really tiny little balls that go right on top. I just did a dot of slip and wiggle it on there. Flatten it out a little so it's not pointing out at you. There we go. Now I'm ready for my nose. My nose can be more of like a triangle cylinder shape. I roll it into a coil. And then score, 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 scratch, scratch, scratch. Make some more space. Edge slip. And wiggle that guy in place. Now I'm ready to add my smile. And this can be done in numerous different ways. I can take a coil and just curve it. That's an easy smile. I can also take that same coil flatten it out a little bit. And then if I take my wooden pencil tool and press a smile into that smile, it's now that I have lips and I'm showing off my teeth instead of a closed mouth smile. I could also draw on a smile if I wanted to do that as well. So those are different ways you can add your smile. Score, slip, and wiggle. There we go. Don't forget to add ears. I almost forgot my ears. So that again is you're just going to make a ball on the side and the other side. Scratch, 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 score, 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 slip and wiggle. Now it's time for all your wonderful hairdos. And again, there are numerous ways you can do this. For people with short hair, you could just take that wooden pencil tool and draw the hair straight on it. Especially if you have spiky hair. Or you could use coils to create each piece of hair. I know what you're thinking, that's a lot. But it goes by quick. So I'm just gonna make a few coils. Ooh, I added some earrings. It's easier to roll on the table than putting it between your hands above the table. So now I'm just gonna slice it up. If you have short hair, you can also stick them going straight up. Kind of looks like a crazy mohawk. And you just scratch, score, slip, wiggle. I have longer hair, so I'm gonna add hair that comes down. I'm just placing it around first before I start to scratch and wiggle. Score both pieces. Right on the edge of the head. Do more than one layer of each thing of hair. Otherwise, it's like you're balding. Give it at least 2 layers on each side. So that's if your hair was down. I'm actually going to do one with my hair up to show you that as well. So score, 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 scratch, scratch, scratch. Slip and wiggle. See, double layer. You can do a ponytail, you can do some pigtails. If you want to try braid, you can do that too. Just remember, score, slip, wiggle. I'm going to add a ponytail holder. Ooh. Now you can add some decorations to your outfit. I'm going to add a collar to my shirt. I'm wearing a fancy V-neck. You can use the wooden pencil tool. I'm giving this one polka dots on the shirt. Make sure all edges are smooth, nothing else Flip it over, stick on your name tag, and then you are good to go. Clean up the rest of your mess, put your tools away, extra clay away, and voila!